Hello, my fishing friends. Your old pal, always ready with a rod in hand and a story to tell, is here with your latest fishing forecast. Today, we're diving deep into what the water and weather have in store for us this weekend, specifically for Ireland on October 5th, 2025. Get ready, because this day is shaping up to be truly special, with the potential for some fantastic catches, but also a few challenges we need to be prepared for. The cooler autumn air is really starting to get the bigger fish moving, and the almost full moon promises some intriguing activity under the surface. Let's talk tactics and target species, my friends. Based on what I've seen in the data and my many years on the water, October is a prime time for some serious action here in Ireland. First up, the mighty pike. These predators are in their autumn feeding frenzy, bulking up for winter. Where to look? With water temperatures now hovering around 13 to 14 degrees Celsius, pike will be actively hunting in slightly deeper areas, especially around drop-offs, submerged weed beds, and the edges of snags. Look for them in larger lofts like Lough Derg or the River Shannon, where they're known to be active this time of year. The cooler water pushes baitfish into concentrated areas, and the pike will follow. What to catch on? For these autumn giants, big is often better. I recommend a medium-heavy spinning or bait-casting setup. Large, soft plastic shades, swim baits or jerk baits in natural baitfish colors, or even some flashy fire tiger patterns will get their attention. Don't forget a strong wire trace. Those teeth are no joke. My little trick, try a slow retrieve, letting your lure sink a bit between twitches. The pike are conserving energy but will hit a slow, easy meal. Next, let's talk about the beautiful brown trout. While some river fishing for salmon and sea trout is nearing its end or closed, early October can still offer opportunities for brown trout in specific loughs. Where to look? In the loughs, brown trout will be patrolling the shallows early in the morning and late in the evening, especially near rocky shores and stream inlets where cooler, oxygenated water might be found. As the day progresses and the sun might peek through, they could move to slightly deeper humps or weed edges. What to catch on? Fly fishing with nymphs or wet flies imitating autumnal insect hatches can be very effective. For spin anglers, small, dark-colored spoons or spinners, or even small sinking minnow imitation lures, worked slowly around structures can tempt these wary fish. A light tackle setup is key here, my friends, to feel those subtle takes. And for our friends looking towards the coast, let's consider pollock. Where to look? Pollock are plentiful around the Irish coast, inhabiting reefs, wrecks and kelp beds. With sea temperatures around 13 to 14 degrees Celsius, they'll be active in these areas, often in deeper water, but sometimes venturing into shallower kelp forests. Coastal marks with good current will be productive. What to catch on? Spinning gear with soft plastic lures, especially brightly colored shades or jellies, fished with a lead head, are a go-to. Cast out and let it sink, then retrieve with a jerky stop-start motion. They also readily take bait like mackerel strips or sand eels. This is active fishing, so be prepared to keep casting and moving until you find them. Now, for the conditions that will shape our day on the water. Weather. On October 5th, 2025, Ireland is looking at daytime temperatures reaching around 13 to 15 degrees Celsius, dropping to 6 to 11 degrees Celsius overnight. We're expecting cloudy conditions for most of the day, with zero precipitation predicted for many areas. This relatively stable weather, albeit cloudy, means no dramatic pressure drops that can put fish off the bite. The lack of heavy rain means water levels should be consistent. Wind data isn't specifically available for this exact date yet, but typical Irish autumn winds can be variable. Always check your local forecast for the precise wind direction and strength closer to your fishing spot, as wind can significantly affect fish behavior and casting. Water temperature. As I mentioned, water temperatures in our loughs and coastal waters are settling into that autumn range, around 13 to 14 degrees Celsius. This is a fantastic temperature range for many species, triggering their pre-winter feeding instincts. Fish metabolisms are still high enough for active feeding, but the cooler water pushes them towards deeper, more stable thermal layers. It signals to many species that winter is coming and it's time to fuel up. Moon phase. Today, October 5th, 2025, we are in a waxing gibbous phase, with the moon nearly 92 to 97% illuminated and growing larger. This means we're just 2 days shy of a full moon. Many anglers swear by the full moon period, believing the increased light penetration and gravitational pull make fish more active, especially at dawn and dusk. So keep an eye on those twilight hours, as the fish might be feeling that lunar pull. General fish activity. Overall, my friends, the fish in Ireland are in an active, though somewhat cautious state. The cooler water means slower metabolism for some, but for predators like pike, it's a call to action. We're past the peak summer activity, and fish are now focusing on feeding. Don't expect a frantic bite all day, but be prepared for intense feeding windows, especially around changes in light or weather. My clear assessment for October 5th, 2025, in Ireland. I'm calling for a good to moderate fishing day. The stable, cloudy weather and favourable water temperatures, combined with the strong lunar phase, point towards active feeding periods for our target predators. However, the slight chill in the air means some species might be a bit more finicky, requiring precise presentations and patience. Expect bursts of activity rather than a consistent bite throughout the day. So get out there, enjoy the beautiful Irish autumn, and make some memories. Tight lines, everyone, and remember, ní sean, ní scale, or as we say in English, neither head nor scale. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips and predictions, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And tell me in the comments below, what are your plans for this weekend? What's your go-to autumn lure in Ireland? I love hearing your stories and observations. Let's build this community together. See you on the water.